All right, guys, so I'm up here on the second story, kind of doing a surveying of the backyard and looking at key areas that will need my attention this time of year. So I'm ashamed to say that I've had this mulching job I had to do in the part shade hydrangea garden for several months now. So I'm going to go through here, I'm going to redefine this edge. I'm going to put down some gray bricks because on the outer areas I want it to be gray borders, and on the interior areas I got to go ahead and redefine that bed as well, which is my center bed. I'm going to go ahead and put down some of the red brown bricks as the border material. See if I can chill so it can kind of focus a little bit better. There you go. So that center bed, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and redefine the edge, get in there, do some weeding, and put down some of the red brown bricks. So the interior flower borders, I plan on having the red brick borders, and on the exterior borders along the property line, I want it to be gray or gray brick borders. So directly in front of that center border, you see that pedestal. So what I plan on doing, and maybe it'll get done today, maybe it'll get done tomorrow, is perforate that area around the pedestal, and I'm gonna make a circle garden. So that's gonna be a circle garden. I'm gonna put down some border material, which I said on the interior, it'll be that reddish brick brown. That'll be a circle border, and I'll start with some boxwood. I have about 8 boxwood, small boxwood. I have about 8 of them. I'm gonna go ahead and plant them in the perimeter, plant them on the perimeter of that circle garden. And on the interior, I got some sedum. I think they're neon something or another. I'm gonna go ahead and put that on the interior of that circle bed. A little further back, I don't know if you guys can see because the top of the pergola is in the way, but on the perimeter, but on the boundary, the property boundary, I'm gonna go ahead and do a lot of weeding. I'm gonna go ahead and define the borders along the property line. Just a lot of, now is a good time of year to do a lot of your fall planting, as I said earlier, and weeding, and just a lot of maintenance, creating more defined borders. So I just wanted to come up here and have a second floor view. Sometimes it's better to do that than see things surface level. You get a different perspective. And over here is the cut flower garden, and as you can see, that gray border on the front, I'm gonna have to bring that, let's see if I can zoom in a little bit. That gray border right there, I'm gonna have to bring out to line up with the front of that trellis. So yeah, that'll give me a little more room on the inside of the cut flower garden, but it also reduces the pathway width, which is still fine because at this point it's about 12 feet wide. I could easily take 2 to 3 feet off of that and still have plenty of room to get to and from the back of the garden. So clearly it's a later part of the day here. Still doing a overhead survey, but if you follow the length of this pathway, it curves, and before it makes that curve, I need to get back up in there and define the border a little better. Do some more intense weeding, mulching, cutting back some perennials, and just kind of carry on the border, because I think this border is roughly, minus the veggie plot, this right here is about 70 feet up to that little redbud tree right there. 70, 80 feet. And then it goes another 30 feet back there. So you're talking about 100-foot border that I'll need to tend to this weekend. This center bed right here that has the Lady Limelight, let me bring this back a little bit. Right here in the front, I need to bring this border out a little bit more and use that half moon edger to kind of carve out a little more, kind of refine that edge and bump it out a little bit. All right, guys, so that's all I'm gonna really put out on this video. And following this video, I'll be doing a series. It's going to be a fall maintenance and planting series. So all the topics I just covered with the bed prep and the border definitions, and also just massive planting. I'm gonna be just planting like mad. So see you guys in the next video. AJ's Green Thumb.